left is Shelley Cook, and stormed in here full of energy this morning, came early, ready for her session as we continue our series with all the candidates in the upcoming Kelowna West by-election. Shelley, representing the New Democrats, this is your second try to be the MLA in Kelowna West. You were up against Christy Clark last time.
Yes.
That's not happening this time.
No, it's not.
Has that improved your chances?
I think so. I think what has even more greatly improved the chances is that we have an NDP government, obviously in power, and the value of that certainly is not lost on the people of Kelowna West, for sure.
If you are elected, you will be part of the government, and do you think that that's a big enough push to carry the vote for you?
I think there's a few things that are certainly going on, and that is one big piece. I think we're also seeing a real changing demographic in the area. I think all those things sort of push, and people's big concerns around affordability issues, right? And issues that they felt the previous government ignored. And so I think they're ready for a more balanced approach.
What do you mean by shifting demographic? Which way is the demographic shifting toward the NDP, which is what you're getting at?
Absolutely. I think what we're seeing is with new people coming into the area, a greater interest in pushing towards social issues and inclusivity and diversity and community, and all those things certainly help Social Democratic Party.
Is it intimidating going up against a well-known liberal who's carried the flag for the Liberals before? I mean, and this is a stronghold of, used to be a social credit stronghold. Now it's a liberal stronghold. Is that intimidating at all? Are you the sacrificial lamb? Or are you we know you're the dark horse.
Yes. Really, to be honest, I mean, I like a good challenge. I think going up against the premier was probably going to be the height of the challenge for me, and that was my first time running.
Right.
So I feel like for me, I present a different option. I want people to be open to change and to recognize I've been in this community working hard for this community, and I'll be here doing that whether or not there's an election.
Do you get a sense that things have changed from your campaigning at ground level from the last time when you're up against Christy Clark to now when I guess you're better known and you're up against Ben Stewart? What's the feeling from the troops on the ground?
I think there's a lot of energy and excitement. I think we're hearing from more people. We're seeing more volunteers turn out. We're just getting more calls, more interest generally. I think people were really excited last time, but this is certainly ratcheted up.
Give me an idea of what you see as the local issues. We had a candidate, prospective candidate here yesterday saying that ICBC sort of talking about provincial issues that we all know about. What's the local issue for you?
Well, certainly responsible government is a key issue, and that was an example of what we weren't seeing certainly last time. But I believe affordability issues, housing topping that list. When I'm on the doorsteps talking to people, they're very concerned. They're very worried about being left behind in this community and loving this community and wanting to stay, but what that looks like for them and their family and their future.
Where's John Horgan?
John Horgan.
Let me ask you that. In this context, Andrew Weaver's been here. He's coming back, I think, this week. We've seen the Liberals trotting through all of their leadership candidates, giving them a profile indirectly. Right. Where's John Horgan? Why isn't he out here helping you?
Well, John Horgan's working hard, obviously, to try and create a strong economy for everyone. But there's lots of time before the election. And trust me, he is invested in this community, and I feel very supported. And I think the people of the community will see that.
All right, one more question. Typically in by-elections, we have a low voter turnout. Right. Do you see that as helping or hindering you in your attempt?
Yeah, I guess it depends on who comes out and who stays. I think there's a potential for that to really help us. We just really want to encourage all our voters to make sure they get out.